They all said they saw the killer. They all described the same man, and then, one by one, every single witness disappeared. No signs of struggle. No signs of escape. Some ran. Some begged for help. Point one was found in motel bathroom with a message written in steam. He found me. Another left a voicemail saying, he knows where we live. He knows where you live. This wasn't a case. It was a purge, erasing anyone who spoke, and the detective who tried to solve it realized too late. He was next. Detective Marcus Hale had worked homicide in Detroit long enough to believe he'd seen everything. He was wrong. The Ellison murder began like any other high-profile case. A wealthy real estate developer found dead in the backseat of his own SUV. But the moment Hale opened the vehicle door, he knew something was wrong. The body position, the precision of the wound, the spotless interior, it was too controlled. Too perfect. No hesitation, no second attempt, no mess. A single, surgically deep thrust aimed directly at the heart. Someone who understood the human body did this. Then came the witnesses. And the sense of unease that would grow into something much darker. There were 4 of them at first. Melanie Carter, a quiet grocery. Clark, who saw Ellison argue with a man in the parking lot. Jordan J.T. Myers, the mechanic, who saw a figure follow Ellison into his SUV. Luis Romero, the bartender who recognized the man from an earlier bar fight. Henry Wooler, a delivery driver who passed Ellison just minutes before the murder. They all described the same man: calm, cold, calculated. But the problem wasn't what they saw. It was what happened after they told the police. Witness number 1, Melanie Carter. That night Melanie called Hale, terror choking her voice. Detective, someone keeps triggering my camera. He's just standing there. He's not. The call dropped. Hale arrived in under 12 minutes. The hallway was empty. Her door unlocked. The apartment untouched. Melanie was gone. Not a fingerprint, not a fiber, not a single sign she ever lived there. Witness number 2, J.T. Myers. J.T.S. body showed up less than 24 hours later in a roadside motel. The coroner said he'd been killed instantly. Same wound type as Ellison. Clean. Perfect. Not a drop out of place, but it was the mirror that made Hale's stomach twist. Through the fading condensation, 3 words became visible. He found Menno fingerprints. No DNA. Nothing. Witness number 3, Luis Romero. Luis vanished during his shift. One moment he was taking out trash. The next, gone. His car was running. Driver's door open. Cigarette still burning on the pavement. Hale found an unmarked envelope inside the glove compartment. A single USB drive. A single file. 41 seconds. Security footage showing Melanie's hallway shot from an angle too perfect to be accidental. Hidden camera height. Disguised inside a smoke detector. At the end of the clip, Melanie opens the door. A figure steps inside. The face blurred. But Hale recognized the posture, the calm control. The stillness. Caleb Rohn. A ghost of a man. A private intelligence contractor. A cleaner. A fixer. A killer. 5 years ago, Hale had tried to bring him down, but all 3 witnesses disappeared. The 4th recanted, the case collapsed, and Rohn vanished. Now he was back, and finishing a much bigger job. Witness number 4, Henry Wooler. Henry's voicemail played like a death rattle. You don't understand, he whispered. It isn't about Ellison. It's bigger. He knows where we live. He knows where you live. Detective, stop the case. Stop before. A clatter. A gasp. Silence. Henry was never found, not even a shoelace. The pattern emerges for witnesses. 4 disappearances in 72 hours. First, the department brushed it off. People panic, they said. People run. But Marcus Hale knew better. People don't vanish this cleanly, and killers don't erase witnesses unless they're protecting someone. Bigger. Ellison wasn't murdered over money. He was murdered because he knew something dangerous. Someone hired Rohn to silence Ellison. Then silence the silencers, digging deeper listens. Phone records revealed a call 2 days before his death from a shell company, commonly used by private intelligence firms. The owner? Caleb Rohn, not just a killer, a strategist, a man who planned murders like corporate audits, a man paid handsomely by people who wanted their problems to evaporate. The deeper Hale dug, the clearer the pattern became. Rohn didn't chase witnesses, he anticipated them, he predicted police response times, he manipulated their digital footprints, he wasn't following the investigation. He was leading it. The video that changed everything. Hale plugged the USB drive into his laptop. The footage chilled him. Melanie opens her door. The figure enters. No struggle. No sound, just a calm, gliding movement right before the footage ends. The figure turns slightly toward the camera, not enough to show his face, but enough to show something worse. He knew the camera was there. He intended for the footage to be found. It was a message. A warning. The phone call that night. Hale's phone rang. Unknown number. He answered. A quiet, steady voice said, "Detective Hale. I see you." Opened the drive. Then, silence. Not a threat. Not a taunt. Just confirmation. Rohn was ahead of him. The background noise. Hale started noticing things. Footsteps. Behind him on nights he worked late, static on his radio. During patrol. A shadow lingering across the street from his home. A black SUV following him for 3 blocks. Then vanishing. Every time he tried to sleep, he replayed Henry's voicemail. "He's standing right behind me." The first 100 times, Hale thought Henry meant the killer. But on the 101st playback, Hale realized something. There were 2 breaths on the recording. Point 1 panic, point 1 calm. Rohn was there, listening, waiting. The final breakthrough. Hale accessed traffic camera footage near Romero's apartment. He enhanced every frame manually. At 11:03 p.m. Romero exits his building. At 11:04. A shadow detaches itself from the wall behind him. Rohn, hands in pockets, calm as the moon, following Romero like a patient surgeon. Then, for half a second, Rohn looks directly at the camera, directly at Hale. A small, polite smile forms on his lips, like he's acknowledging an old friend. The conclusion that never was Hale submitted his official report. The department buried it. Too political, too dangerous, too close to private contractors, tied to government contracts. Ellison's murder was ruled unresolved. The witnesses listed as missing. The case closed, but Hale kept Henry's voicemail and the USB and the enhanced frame where Rohn smiled sometimes. At night, Hale stands in his living room, lights off, listening to the quiet hum of the refrigerator, the distant traffic outside, and sometimes, when the house is too quiet, he hears faint static. The same static from the motel recording. He turns slowly, his skin crawling, and he can't shake the feeling that Rohn, the man who cleans up loose ends, hasn't finished cleaning yet.